Aye, the council.
It looks like us.
What do you mean, why would we do it? It's the council.
It's not very safe, do you know what I mean? It's like fucking...
Aye, but Nicky, this is public realm, this is the council's responsibility. No one's maybe reporting it, that's maybe a thing. I know, it's a riot, isn't it? Me and me little book transfers, wee book transfers.
We book transfers.
Out for a pint. Sunniest day of the year so far.
Yes.
20 degrees it's going to be.
Can't believe it was 0 degrees 2 days ago.
Aye, it was freezing. It was freezing this morning.
It was an actual snow blizzard 2 days ago. What's going on?
You get an eyelash there if you want to make a
It's
wish.
a special wish for you.
See you there. Check this wee guy.
I know. One feed as well.
They are real. I'm good, man. How are you? Cheers. Oh fuck. I finished the Dave the Chimp book, by the way. Aye, fucking incredible. It's very easy to read. It's like a couple of pages each chapter. It's incredible. I woke up this morning and finished it. I was like, yes, so good. It was a right wee treat. Wee 0 hour. Yep. Nah, it's a legal wall, man. Aye, anybody can, aye. Nah.
The council turned it into a illegal wall.
It's good, man.
Yeah. Doing a big cab with a big stage.
Offer them back. Just offer them. Aye, yeah. Aye, man. See you later, man. I honestly feel as though that's like the most common thing, which is pretty hilarious. No, people being like, you should be getting paid for this. It's funny, like actually Dave the Chimp kind of ends his book with like he ends the book with a bit where an old woman stops him where he's painting, and she's like, if I could paint like that, I'd be rich. And then in his head, he's like, I can paint like that, and I'm no rich, so. Just try to be more, more intentional. More intentional. Basically, it takes me ages to edit things because I film so much. Whereas, I remember when Priest was doing his mad video, it was basically just like, right, this is what I need, do you know what I mean? And just film the bits, and then it's like dead easy to edit, I guess, do you know what I mean? Because you just like know what you've got. And no, I know, that's what I'm always bad about, basically. Very, very pale green.
A very pale
Cream.
cream.
Cheers, man. This is the annoying thing. This is kind of what the video is going to be about. Is like the amount of people that actually come down and take photos and stuff like that, and then they don't like include that in any of the regeneration plan. They're just like, oh yeah, we'll just like make this park, do you know what I mean? And it'll be nice and lovely, and that'll be cool. And it's like, that's not necessarily going to work, do you know what I mean? Just because you put a park with no walls, do you know what I mean, doesn't mean that people are going to like actually use it, do you know what I mean? Aye. I'm like, bloody rude. I was here first making a video. Yeah.
You're that guy.
Yeah, I'm that guy, man.
Mate, I've been following your work. Mate, let me go to my album. Let me see if I can find some more artwork. So, you.
Oh yeah, that's me, aye.
That's not you, is it?
No, that's Negative Destination.
There's you again.
Yeah.
I got another photo at home on my old phone.
Do you like grafting? I take it, aye.
Nah, I just like.
there's that one,
yeah,
is
yeah,
there?
yeah. That's up there, yeah, man.
Thanks, sir.
Can I
Thank
take a
you.
photo of you doing this?
Yeah, of course, man.
Because I'm like, I see your work. Man, I remember I was driving somewhere and I saw it. I had to jump out my car and go get the picture. Oh man.
Thank you, man. That's good.
Now your work is, it's banging.
Thanks, man.
It's like up here, people don't have respect, man. They do little crappy stuff and spoil the good stuff.
Yeah,
Like,
it's
you're gonna
hard.
cover it.
I know, it's hard, man. Yeah.
You know. But yeah, mate, you're.
Thanks, man.
I'm
I
so
appreciate
glad I
it.
bought this way today. I was walking along the top and I saw that. I thought, I haven't got that one. And I
Yes,
just got
mate.
here and I'm like, oh, is this guy here?
Exciting catching one in the act.
I follow his work as well. And I've seen it in little random places. So that's actually see the person who does it.
Thank you, man. I appreciate it.
Thanks. I took a picture. Good man, thank you.
No worries.
Meeting you.
So, I'm filming. I do a YouTube channel. Do you mind being on the YouTube video?
Nah.
Amazing, man. Thank you.
Oh, that's on YouTube.
Maybe, aye.
No, doesn't bother me at all. Put it on.
Amazing.
My permission.
Thank you so much, man.
Thank you.
Cheers, man. Big ups.
Okay. You mind if I take one of you as well? Alright. What's your Instagram?
Panda.
Open.
OHPANDH. But I've not been using it recently. I've got a lot of stuff on it though, so you should check it out, man. What was your name, man?
Leroy.
Leroy?
Leroy. Yeah.
Panda, nice to meet you, man.
Thank you.
Cheers, man.
There you are. Perfect. Thank you.
Amazing, man. Cheers, man. See you later. That was lovely.
Oh my god, it's oh my god.
Ooh.
Oh my god.
I was about to say, is that the police? It is, aye. Aye,
Should I do my eyes facing you?
I was going to do mine facing you, aye. Back to back appreciation. Yep.
Excuse me, can we get a photo of you?
Yeah, of course, man, aye. In fact, I'm going to leave this on. I was going to say I'll take this off, but
Yeah, leave it on for the night.
I'm going to have my stupid head, man. How's it going? Ah.
Cheers.
No worries, man. Cheers, guys. Zoom, zoom. These things happen as an artiste. Wow, check those waves. Yeah. Hell yeah, I love it. Yeah. Yeah, yeah, of course, aye. Do you want me to move the ladder? A photo? Aye, aye. Like that?
That's class, mate.
Cheers, thank you.
Nice to see a new one.
It's been a while.
I've taken photos of loads of them over there. I went and saw your show up at Garner Hill.
Yeah.
Nice one.
Cheers, man, thank you.
A nice day for it.
Yeah, it's amazing, man. Glad we got to do it.
You speak it. Ah, so you work. Do you just do that?
Yeah.
You bring ladders, you're dedicated.
Cheers, man.
Who done that?
No sure, man.
Lest we forget. You know what I hate when people,
Yeah, it always happens, man. It's because it's a legal wall.
next day it happens.
Yeah.
It's illegal war.
I don't like signing them. I just wanted to write still
Why not?
scrolling. Don't know, I just like doing that.
Still smoking?
Still scrolling. Scrolling on my phone.
No, I don't like phones, bro. You're addicted to phones?
Aye, pretty much,
I'm
aye.
addicted to the smell of that shit.
I love painting down here. It's going to be so sad that it's gone. 2027 apparently. It's just a shame that this spot's became so class, do you know what I mean? From starting off as like a kind of legal spot and coming down and painting it. I remember we painted here for Christmas, that was class. There was like a pure team of us and it was just illegal, but it was class. It was good fun. And then I reached out to the council and sent an email saying, why don't you make this a legal wall? Because legal walls aren't actually a radical idea. They exist everywhere. And there's even one in Edinburgh, the Marine Parade Wall in Leith. So I was basically just sending them that and being like, look, you should just do this. Thankfully, after a lot of persuasion and a lot of time, we managed to kind of host the first jam once it was legal.
Another trip, another mission, getting other people wishing they'd tame the time to listen, sit it down and see the vision. Cause the vision on this track is strictly nuclear. I'm a roll aboard the train, no need to name and who's here. Some fear change, but I take it as a chance. Cause my life is always changing, never noticed at a glance. If you take this out my hands, they need to step inside and dance. Or summon peace from deep inside until you get yourself to France. Cause it's Big Al, rocking the flows and stopping the shows. Often I'm chose to shock a lot with the deadliest dose. When you know you're feeling bass through your clothes, I see simple and original prose is blocking the doors. Has 4 bars that you cannot mess with. So listening to your voice as you start to test it. I won't leave a myth, so there's no need to tempt me. Cause my fuel tank is full and yours is running on empty. Stop, hold your thoughts, wait a minute. Summoning over the top of the pan and we're designed to win it. Write a verse, never resign or bin it. If you hear about a rubber track, it was us who done it. Stop, hold your thoughts, wait a minute. Summoning over the top of the pan and we're designed to win it. Write a verse, never resign the bin that. If you hear about a rougher track, it was us who done that. The clouds form the wave from the rock of the nation. The drums set the bass for Ramsey's reservation. The plots have been placed on pedestal creation. The reason is simple for emancipation. The Lord Chief Rocker number one's on the mic. Been able to rock it tight since the height of a take. Turning round like a technique deck, I'm roughneck. Spitting wisdom, multi-syllable skills in 1 sec. My titanic force will leave you shipwrecked. Blowing all of your doors off the hinge for effects. The hardest thing to gain in life is others' respect. So it's a shout out to my brother shouting, yo, he's next. We're gonna make it, we're gonna make it. Cause we have the rhymes to start and create it. Apologies will be sent by later. For all the dum-dums who have chosen to hate it. Stop, hold your thoughts, wait a minute. Summoning over the top of the pan and we're designed to win that. Write a verse, never resign the bin that. If you hear about a rubber track, it was us who done that. Stop, hold your thoughts, wait a minute. Summoning over the top of the pan and we're designed to win that. Write a verse, never resign the bin that. If you hear about a rubber track, it was us who done that.
And it was class. Although the weather was shite, so we were all painting in the rain, but people that paint are resilient, and we all just kept painting with our jackets on in the piss and rain. But I'm a bit sad because this spot's going to get regenerated at some point, and I'm quite annoyed because the consultation that happened, they didn't really show any of the pictures of this wall. They didn't show anything, and they were asking the public what they want, but they weren't actually showing what was actually happening. That to me seemed a bit disingenuous and a bit unfair. How can you ask people what they want without showing them what they've already got? Apparently the key walls are fucked, so they need to do it, or else this whole thing is going to sink into the river at some point. But I reckon they could fix the walls, the key walls, and keep these walls, but they don't want to do that. And that doesn't seem to be an option for them. They've decided that's not an option. I was in a meeting at one point recently and the woman said, there will be no walls, which was class. I'm just in the gallery editing this, and I think it's important that I add a wee bit of context because I don't want to come across as though I'm being disingenuous. The reason this woman for the council was saying there will be no walls is because currently the walls create a bit of a problem. As much as I love painting down there is a lot of people that hang about and take drugs and sell drugs, and there's just like antisocial behaviour taking place. Geographically, the walls apparently create a bit of an issue. The argument is because there's so many different spots and heights and different stuff like that, it makes it harder for the police to police it. And that's why the council want to remove all the walls, because that's an issue. And I get that thinking. The thinking is the walls are the problem, Drown. Not necessarily the graffiti is the problem, but the walls themselves, the fact that people can cut about and hide in different places, it's just that's why. But I find that funny because there's other places in the city where people hang about and stand. Go to Union Street, for example. There's loads of people just hanging about and standing, and it's just a street. I think often we can focus on something and think it's the solution, but I'm not actually sure if knocking down those walls is going to be the solution. I just wanted to point out that there is stuff that happens down there that might not seem amazing. But I often think that if you focus on what's strong and not what's wrong, you'll get a better outcome. So instead of going, there's these people taking and selling drugs down here, how do we fix that problem? You could probably go, what's positive about here? Right, people run along it. People are coming down to paint it. People take photos. There's tourists here. Right, how do we encourage that activity? Because I think the more you encourage that stuff that's actually good, maybe the stuff that you deem negative might subside a wee bit. There was some cool archive footage that got put on YouTube the other day. I think it's been 1979 or 1980. And there's a clip from Clydeside where there's this band playing.
so I play my guitar at the cafe where the chicks are. I'm one of the kind that got the wax around. I'll just get on my bike and more shit go where I like. 'Cause I'm one of the boys. I'm the girl who's supreme with the record machine. She took me up to a flat and she showed me where it's at. She thinks life is a game, so she laughs at those names. She thinks life is for real, cause reality's a right. One of the boys. One of the boys.
And it's fucking incredible, man. Like, it's so cool. Everybody's sitting at the bandstand and it looks so, so class. And it makes me think about the bandstand at Kelvin Grove used to be derelict and it was fucked. And then they obviously invested money in it. And now it's this space that gets used in summer. It's maybe not the best example because I don't really feel as though that's like a public space anymore. It's kind of closed off, but at least they use it for events. Maybe a better example would be the bandstand in Queen's Park because it remains a public space. And then during summer, it becomes a kind of hybrid public-private space with in-house organising the Queen's Park Festival and stuff like that. But that seems as though that's a good kind of happy medium there because you can still access it, you can still use it, and then at a certain point it's activated and events are put on. And for me, if you were to activate that bandstand down at the Clydeside again, it'd be amazing. As far as I'm aware, there's a fucking bar inside there, like underneath the road. I think it used to be called Panama Jack's. I'll try and find a photo, but it looked amazing, and that bit had like seating. And I think that's the way we should be thinking about this. How do we make this space class? And so for me, to just demolish this wall, no understand the value of the culture there, and no understand that it could actually generate income because people are attracted to it. Like, how do you generate footfall to an area? If there's paintings there that are constantly changing and it's really cool and it's exciting, that's probably quite a good way to generate footfall. So it'd be a good place to have businesses. Aye, man, it's just weird. It's just a bit of a shame. I remember the first meeting that I came to down here, there was somebody that I thought was a property developer, but I think he's like an architect. And he's like, you don't need this to be legal. You don't need it to be legal at all. But I think the reason he was saying that is because he knew if it was legal, we'd have some kind of ownership of it, I guess. And so there is a wee part of me that's tempted to basically say we should campaign to keep this space as it is, because if you look about, there's hundreds and hundreds of people coming down to take photos, and there's lassies recording a music video earlier and stuff like that. It's like, aye, people love it. And they're just going to eradicate it all. And we're just going to be left with this wee park, and it's going to be pure bland and shite. So that's quite sad. And I think it's like an own goal by the council because they managed to do this and it's class. It's also mad, like the place is just covered in glass as well. And they don't take care of it basically. And then they're kind of surprised as to why it's fucked. But it's like, you need to show love and care to something. And I feel as though us coming and painting here for the past like 5 years, 6 years almost now, is actually showing a lot of love and care. We've came down and painted these things. And somebody was asking us, like, oh, is this just off your own back? And we're like, aye, of course. Because we do it, we love it, it's class. It's a shame that the council aren't kind of realising what they've got here, because this could grow and grow. You've got this amazing wall just now advertising the Scottish Tattoo Convention. There was a massive kneecap wall here before. There's just been so many cool paintings done down here, and it's like by far the best space in Glasgow to do this. It's just amazing. It's so, so public. People are always cutting about. And this idea that they're somehow going to activate this other space with a sculpture, the Modern Institute probably, is just like, it's not going to be the same. Maybe it'll be cool, maybe people will sit here and it'll be nice. But I have a feeling what's actually going to happen is they're going to build this space, and then they're going to start building like restaurants and bars and shops and stuff like that. And I don't know, maybe that's cool as well, but it's not public. And it's not free. Who knows? It's a shame. I really like it down here. I feel very at home. I've spent a good chunk of my life down here, it feels like. It'll be a shame not to have it. It's always just class seeing loads and loads of different people coming down and painting. I think there was some fear that people weren't going to come down and use it, but it gets used all the time with loads and loads of different people. They all over the place, right? Like tourists come here and paint as well, which is class. Aye, it's just the best spot, man. It's amazing. And there's nobody in charge, which is the best part. It's the whole essence of painting, is that you just do what you want. And I love it. I'm going to miss it. Although, maybe I shouldn't be saying this too soon because we've still got like another year ahead, probably, maybe even 2 years. Things move slowly. No doubt the council will fuck it up and because of this war, they won't be able to do it or something like that. So, aye. We'll probably be sound. There's going to be an economic crash anyway, so we're all fucked. Peace.
Hey, what are you doing there? Nothing. So you think graffiti is chill, homeboy? Well, you're wrong. Don't do it.
I think graffiti's neat. Stop wasting in the cake. Why graffiti?